All right, welcome everyone to some more Shelf Space Olympics reading sprints. I'm joined by some of my friends, and later on throughout this stream, we'll be joined by some more friends. So you guys want to go and introduce yourself and your channel, and then we'll chat a little and get into some reading. Starting with Amanda, sorry.
Okay, so I am Amanda with the Reading and Writing Life is the name of my channel, and I am brand new. I just started in March, and I didn't find the Shelf Space server until like the end of May, I think, just in time to sign up for the Readathon. And so it's been great. I had a learning curve for Discord, but once I got that handled, it's been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And she's been a monster at reading. Amanda is Team Aphrodite's team helper. She's my team helper. And she's read, how many books have you read so far?
20-something?
No, I just finished, I think, number 34, 33. I just finished 33.
Oh my God.
Amanda, Kate has been bragging about you. She's like, my helper is the best.
I mean, it's true. I love you all too, but
you're a beast.
Yeah, whatever, Kate.
I am the other Kate in this channel. My channel is called The Almost Book Doctor, and I read fantasy mostly and some sciencey fact books. And I'm on Team Apollo, and I'm finishing my 6th book of the month, which is a lot for me. So. Tonight I'm reading a lot more.
And getting ready for med school.
Yes, I am.
I'm so I feel like a proud mama. I'm so proud of you, Kate.
Thank you.
Sharon?
My turn?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm Sharon Dwyer, and I have a really little channel that I just started late last year. And I read a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to get into some classics that some of the folks on this channel are helping me with. And I think I read like 15 books, and I'm on Team Aries.
Oh, that's awesome.
Impressive as well.
But some of them were novellas. They were novellas. I did read some novellas and a couple of graphic novels. Yeah.
Still counts as reading.
And I'm hoping I'm not about to go into a reading slump. So. And I'm reading this.
Were we the ones who were talking about reading the mythology book before reading Sons of...
Yes.
I just got it in the mail today, so I'm ready whenever you are.
We were going to read that before what?
That
was before what?
The adaptations, right? Like Circe and...
Yeah.
Song of Achilles.
Song of Achilles and Ariadne. Yes, awesome.
Yes.
So
Amanda, what are you reading?
When you're ready, because I know you're about to go medical school. No, sorry.
Amanda, what are you going to be reading tonight?
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. So somebody over in the comments asked if I read any big ones, and they did start out. I ordered them in largest to smallest because I knew I wanted to get the big ones out of the way first. So now the ones I'm reading are just a couple of 100 pages. I don't think anything is even up to 300, but I decided to start with Stephen Graham Jones that everybody's been talking about. So I asked some people for some of his shortest stuff. And so I have Mapping the Interior. It only has 111 pages, and I'm already on page 11. And then I stopped, and I was like, no, I'm going to read that during the sprints tonight. So I'm reading that. And then I have, when I finish that one, or if I finish it.
Which one is that?
It's Mapping the Interior. I don't know. It's about a boy in his house being...
Leslie would be so excited.
Yeah. And then I'm in a reading challenge. It's based on the European soccer tournament that's happening. Everybody gets assigned a team, and if your team wins, you're fine. But if your team loses, you have to read a book. Anyway, I was Team Wales until yesterday. They lost to Denmark, and so I got a collection of Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales. And that's what I'm reading. So when I finish the Stephen Graham Jones, if I finish tonight, I'm moving to the fairy tales, which I'll probably need after being scared. So
The Little Mermaid, the original Little Mermaid is sad.
it's in there.
I like
The Little
Sarah
Mermaid
Graham
is in
Jones.
the collection. Yes.
They are nothing like what you're used to at all. The original fairy tales are very, very dark and gruesome and sad.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you, I'm finishing the Benedict book. I have 10% left. I'm going to finish that first.
Yes.
It's actually a lot cuter than I thought it was going to
I
be.
might have to add that to my wish list.
But there has been no mention of Benedict or Eggs Benedict, so I have absolutely no understanding of why the book is named Friends with Benedict. I have no
It's
idea.
still an awesome name. They're probably like, this is an awesome name for a book, and it has nothing to do with the book, but we're just gonna go with it.
Absolutely nothing. It's like the names are all like Elvis themed, so all of the chapter titles are names of Elvis songs, which I love. I love
That's
Elvis, but I'm like,
I'm
has
definitely
nothing to
adding
do with
that.
Benedict.
I'm definitely adding that. So, friends in our chat, what are you all reading tonight? We've got some people there that have already said. I'm really bad at paying attention to the chat, so if there's anything you guys see that you want, just let me know. And we lost Sharon, but she'll be back in a minute.
I'm on my phone, so I can't see the chat.
Okay, never mind. I will pick it up. We have what? Ooh, The Ocean at the End of the Lane. Is that the Neil Gaiman one? I've heard that's really good. Have you guys read that?
I have, and it was a lot darker than I was expecting, and I grew really surprised.
Ugh.
It feels very much like a fairy tale.
Interesting. Okay.
Ooh.
The Night Swim.
Is that
That
a thriller? It sounds like a thriller.
I love all of these titles. I just looking at titles.
Right.
Evie.
I read my first in K.
Okay,
Jemisin for the thing, but it was the 100,000 Kingdoms, not the
Yes.
first.
I'm gonna
What
be
did you
having
do?
a Jemison July coming up. I have like
Yes.
a couple of her books in my
I really liked it. It was good, and I liked that you got a little bit of information. I felt like about the magic system as you went along instead of one giant info dump at the beginning. So I liked it.
Ooh, got some Wheel of Time.
Evie's favorite book, Frankenstein.
Ooh, Kate, I'm gonna switch to my laptop real fast because I just checked my internet speed, so I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, we'll hold it down.
Hold down the fort.
So, Kings of the Wild. I really want to read that. I have that, I think, in August planned. Welcome back, Sharon.
Sorry, guys, my
No, you're fine.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Kate's switching devices. Yes, The Return of the Sorcerer. Such a weird book. This was the short stories collection that I was reading earlier. Sharon, that I've mentioned many times. It's such a weird book.
Return of the Sorcerer? What
Yes.
is that about?
It's like horror fantasy short stories. It's so weird. And some of the stories are connected together. And some of them just feel totally on their own. But Christy and Stephanie from Miss Richards Reads and I are going to be doing a live show about it in July because we all buddy read it together. It's a very weird book. It reminds me a lot of stuff that I hear about H.P. Lovecraft's writing.
Oh, wow.
And he actually had a blurb on, I think, the back of the book about it. So
That's really cool. That sounds good. I want to check out more short story compilations because the only ones I've ever really read are sci-fi short stories.
Right.
So I gotta try the fantasy end.
Well, that one was really, really, really weird and had it was like a slow read because there was a lot of like made up words and names and stuff that took me a really long time to figure out anything about.
Neil Gaiman has a short collection called Trigger Warnings, I think. And I might try that one first and like get my feet wet before diving into craziness.
Glenn Cook, is he the guy that wrote The Black Company?
Yeah, Shadow Games is the second one.
Ah, okay. Awesome. Alan will be very happy. Yeah, I haven't actually read any Lovecraft, but I've watched part of that show on, I think, Netflix, Lovecraft Country, which is like, I don't know. I thought it was like based off of H.P. Lovecraft, but then I saw a book with the same title, and I'm like, oh, maybe I was totally wrong.
Maybe
so
it's quasi based on it.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard about H.P., I want to read H.P. Lovecraft at some point. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And from what I've heard about him, it's very similar. Weird fantasy
with horror
stuff.
Elements.
Horror elements that could almost be real life, but it's fantasy and not real life. And The Return of the Sorcerer is very much along those same lines.
I just want to be able to finally understand the Cthulhu references instead of like knowing about them but not really getting them,
Charmaine, congratulations on your Jeopardy win.
Yeah,
that was really good.
That was like a really exciting episode too, because y'all were like neck and neck for Urza. I know he was not a very good person.
He was not a good person, but I think like for me, I know Kate is similar in her reading. A lot of times I can separate the artist from the art. I'll read books written by anyone, especially with like awesome libraries that you can get, or like you don't even have to give the author your money, or authors that are dead like H.P. Lovecraft. Like I can separate the art from the artist because yes, they put themselves into it, but just because you like a certain book doesn't necessarily mean you like that. I mean, I grew up being obsessed with Ernest Hemingway. And then I learned how much of an asshole he was to women. And his books still have a special place in my heart because I was obsessed with him during college in my undergrad, and I had professors that specialized in him. So we talked a lot about his writing. But when I read his books, I don't think about what he was like in real life. I just read his books as the fiction that they are. Or nonfiction. He's got like one nonfiction book. But yeah, so for me, I read the books as the books and not the books as written by this person who said this stuff in the real world.
I think the only book that I have not been able to do that with was The Mists of Avalon. I got it from a used bookstore, and I'm glad I didn't buy it brand new, but I felt like I couldn't really delve into the themes of like feminism and stuff that she wrote about in that book after finding out what Marion Zimmer Bradley did. So that's I was like, I can't read this now. I won't do it.
Apparently it's really hard to separate for H.P. Lovecraft, so multiple people have said this.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, because I really wanted to. I don't know. With horror too, I probably wouldn't have liked it as much anyways. But I still feel like he's like one of those writers that I have to read at least one thing written by him, or else I won't feel like a.
No, I get you. I agree with you, Evie.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Oh, definitely. I like to learn about the history after I read the books.
I didn't know. I found out today while we were all watching Jeopardy. Like, I didn't know that Glenn Cook was a Vietnam War veteran.
Really?
And really cool. And so now that I know that the Black Company is kind of like informed by his war experience, like I'm a little bit more excited to read it now and see if I can find any like connections and things there.
That's awesome.
So I have the first one. I'm nervous to read it because I'm not like the biggest grimdark fan.
Yeah.
I'll try.
I got
can do
the bind up for Christmas from our Santa Shelf Space. Yeah. Haven't read it yet. It's in that long list.
We know, Evie, we know.
I know. I love Jane Eyre. I can't help it. I read it when I was like really young, and I loved it so much. I was screaming like internally with the Jane Eyre question today. I was like, how do you not know this? It's Mr. Rochester. Like, that name is so iconic. But anyway.
Jeopardy is so hard for me because I just want to shout the answers.
Right.
So I'm like watching regular Jeopardy. I know like maybe a couple of the answers, but watching Book Jeopardy, even when I get the answers completely wrong,
yep,
I just want to shout them out.
But Kate, I do, even though I look ridiculous just yelling, awesome. Especially to my parents, right? They're like, you're my hero, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This was my first Jeopardy today watching, and I knew more than I thought I would. I know, I'm just getting into fantasy anyway, and so I thought, I'm not going to know any of these. And sometimes he would say somebody's name, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but I got the To Kill a Mockingbird. That's not fantasy, but I was like, it's Bill and Boo. Come on.
Yeah, if you say Boo, like,
I immediately was like, Boo. And then he said Dill, and I was like, that's the little friend. So, I mean, I knew that one for sure, but.
I feel like it's fun, especially with like the Alan Jeopardy, because even if you haven't read the book, if you've been hanging out on the Discord at all, you know a lot of the answers, because we have this like there's like a Discord inside world where people talk about the same things all the time, and it's just like a little microcosm. That's fun.
I love alternate titles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or perhaps. Synonymous with alternate.
I was really bad at it, but I thought it was really fun.
It was good.
We'll see you soon, Andrew.
I hope you wear your sunblock.
God, I would be totally burnt. I would look like a lobster. I think about this sun, and I get burnt.
Can you imagine being sunburnt on your entire body? Because that'd be terrible. That'd be terrible.
Well, shall we go into our first sprint?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be trying to finish up Ariadne tonight.
Is that how you say it?
I have no idea. That's how I say it.
Okay. Ariadne, I think.
How do you say it?
A girl with that name, and that's how she said it. Ariadne? Ariadne. Or nay. However.
Well, I'm almost done with this book, and I've been saying Ariadne the entire time, so that's what it is for me.
In Greek. You can say it however you want to.
It's all Greek to me. Yeah, I'm almost done with it. It's like slow prose. It's interesting, but it's slow, and like the beginning was honestly really boring.
Do you like it? Like,
yeah, it's like sitting at a 3-star for me right now, which was like a solid rate.
Yeah, Ariadne. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Ariadne.
Ariadne. Oh.
For the rest of the gang, that's how you say it.
Ariadne.
You want to go for 30 minutes? How long do you want to go for?
Yeah. Do you want to? That's fine. And then maybe Andrew will be here by that time.
We'll see.
Maybe.
If he gets distracted by more boys.
That's true. That's really easy to do. Dang, boys, we're very distracting.
Okay, so we'll go till top of the hour then.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll see y'all then.
Happy reading.
Okay, so how did everyone do?
I finished my book.
Yay! Friends with Benedict.
The Benedict one?
Yes, and there still was no mention of any Benedicts at all.
Scandal.
I think it's because the main character like works at a diner, but they didn't even, there wasn't even a single line where they mentioned her serving eggs Benedict. You think they'd at least like throw that in there, but
It's
I
still an
think
awesome title.
I got my Demeter. Is it Demeter? I think I got my Demeter points. Whichever one needs food on the cover, there's pancakes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I didn't do that one.
I got 30 pages.
Wow.
Ooh.
So I'm almost halfway through with this little novella, I guess. I guess it's not really a short story, but anyway, it's not scary yet, so I'm fine.
It's not scary yet.
I read it first because I thought, what if it gets dark outside while I'm still reading it? So that's my story.
I really, really, really want to read. Crap, what's the name of it? It's the one with the serial killer. Where
The Least of My Scars.
Yeah, that one. I want to read that so
I
bad.
started that one.
So
I started
cool.
it. Yeah.
You did? Is it good?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I got 40 pages done.
Wow, you guys are great. I got like one chapter read and then I got distracted with things.
It's like big print, right? I mean,
Still, Sharon, 40 pages is excellent.
Wow, y'all are reading so much.
People are so good. Mine was like maybe like 8 pages.
I'm afraid I'm going to get this confused with Greatcoats because it has a similar vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, I don't have the other 3 books yet, so I can't finish it.
I have the attention of like a gnat. So I get distracted very easily.
Like a goldfish.
Yes. I'm basically Dory because I get distracted easily and I have a horrible memory.
Oh my gosh. My my aunt had a brain aneurysm 2 years ago and she has had problems with her short-term memory ever since, so we call her Dory.
I had back when I was in grad school, I had seizures too regularly, and because of that, it's affected my memory. And I'm like, I've literally had conversations with people and then tried having the same exact conversation like a minute later, and my best friends in grad school are like, we just had that conversation. I'm like, no, this is different though. And they're like, no, this is the same exact thing we just talked about.
Oh no.
So literal Dory here. I totally get it.
That's your buddy reading excuse.
Part of it.
She just keeps signing up for them.
But also just FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
I just want to read all the books, and if people are reading books, I want to read them with them because it's more fun to read with people.
Sure.
There's mummies in the Sorcerer's book, and now I want to read it even more.
Oh yeah.
There's what?
Mummies.
Oh,
It's so weird. They're
Now
not
I
like your normal mummies, though. They're like weird mummies because everything is weird in that book.
Yeah, but yeah.
Are they all written by the same person or a collection of short stories?
They're all by the same person. I think it's Clark Ashton Smith, I want to say. Return of the Sorcerer.
Good night, Marissa.
Yeah, Clark Ashton Smith.
Who's...
See? I'm gonna read it. It's gonna happen after the readathon.
Kate,
Good night,
you're gonna read
Urza.
Return of the Sorcerer?
Least of My Scars.
Oh yeah. It's short. It's under 200 pages.
Oh, I'm probably gonna devour it in a day.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
I started listening to it, but I need to focus.
I need to try immersion reading, guys.
It's so
the right book.
It has like given me the ultimate leg up in this readathon.
Yeah, I do it anytime I can. I mean, I don't want to spend a crazy amount of money buying the audiobook and some kind of print or ebook, but if I can get them both easily, then that's what I do.
Also, don't forget to check your library because they carry a lot of audiobooks.
That's where I get most of my audio books.
I have like half a degree in library school, so anytime I can plug libraries, I'm there.
I'm so bad with libraries. You know that, Kate. I take all these books
I
out
know.
and I never read them, and then
It's
I don't.
okay.
I feel bad about renewing them when somebody else is actually really waiting for them
Mhm.
to actually read them, then sit on a shelf. So I tried it.
My problem is that I take them out of the library and then I forget where I put them. Then I owe like a lifetime amount of library fines. I actually this happened in college in my undergrad. I ended up I lost a book that it's somewhere in my dorm room. Like I didn't get rid of it or anything, but I ended up having to pay like $300 in library fines. And it's like I'm never using the library again. I can't do it. I forget.
Well,
That makes me sad. A lot of libraries are getting rid of their
late
fines
fees.
now.
Our library that we used to have in South Dakota, the whole month of January was no fee. You could just bring back any book in January
That's
and not have to pay.
Oh, that's nice.
So yes, Kate, the mummies in The Return of the Sorcerer are basically like magical mummies.
Ooh.
As
Wow.
Christy has pointed out, there's like a certain formula for creating them, but there's magic in the formula, so they're like magical, creepy mummies. It's like the weirdest book I've ever read.
Wait, is there like magic in the embalming fluid and stuff? I'm sorry, that probably is getting a little gross for people.
She can't give it away.
Hello.
But it sounds like something I would like, Kate.
Yes, you would definitely like it, Sharon.
I got to find it.
I have it on Kindle.
Oh no, Megan.
Oh my gosh. She
That's
couldn't
so
graduate
no.
until she prayed.
I
I think,
Stupid stuff like that.
yeah. I think at my undergrad they had it so like you could walk and stuff and do all the formalities of it, but if you still had any kind of a fine, you couldn't get your diploma like officially until you had everything paid off.
I
That's
have parking tickets. My
That's what
school.
I told our daughters in college. And I was like, you better keep up with all your books because I don't want you to not graduate because of all your books. So
By the way, Amanda, your dog
what are we
is the
challenging,
cutest
Ellen?
thing ever.
I don't
so
know
cute.
what his problem was. He was trying to get in between me and the iPad.
He's
I'm
very
like, I'm
needy.
trying to read, and he kept crawling on me. So I had to text my son. I was like, "Can you come get this dog, please?"
He just wanted love.
Yeah.
Challenge Alan. What
What are we
do?
challenging
What are
Alan
we challenging Alan to?
To a duel?
Alan would love that.
Do the Yu-Gi-Oh noises.
That theater fighting. What is it? Is that what it's called? Stage fighting.
Yes, stage fighting. On guard.
We'll see if Chris.
My daughter is actually taking a class in stage fighting right now.
That's really cool. This is really cool.
That's really cool.
Make it believable without actually hurting someone.
Or hurting herself is more like it.
Oh no.
She's a dancer and she keeps running into things and falling over things.
Oh, no.
It's actually
That's why I wasn't a dancer, because I'm very clumsy too. I tried dance and that was not. I wasn't very good at that. I tried karate too, and I was the only girl in the class, and I was just blowing raspberries at the boys the whole time.
You're too sweet to like kick butt.
Well, this was also like back in 3rd grade.
My one big stage mishap that happened because I was clumsy was when I was doing the Music Man and that song Shapoopy where everyone does like the big dance number. I had to like slide on my knees across the stage. No. Somehow there was a nail sticking out of the stage and my knee went straight into it and I slid and I like ripped my skin open on stage in the middle of a performance. And so I had to like fake it, and then I like hobbled off stage at the end of when the curtains closed.
That's horrible.
It was bad, but I survived. Oof.
I just saw. I told you my daughter's in the Music Man right now, and they're in 2 weeks, and I just saw the rehearsal of a video rehearsal of Shibupi.
It's so much
It was
fun.
so cute.
It's so fun.
It's one of my favorite musicals, and my theater director in high school was really like over the top. And so at the edge of the stage, at the end of the number, he had like fireworks shooting off.
That's
And it was
awesome.
so much fun. They were like sparklers, so it wasn't gonna like hurt anyone, but it just like added to it. It was so much fun. I love that show so much.
I can't wait to see it. He always responds to a challenge,
So
regardless
just
of
a general
what it is.
challenge. Alan, we challenge you.
I was talking to Alan about The Music Man. A bunch of us were talking about musicals, and did you know that he was understudy for Harold Hill in his high school production?
What?
Oh wow!
I can totally imagine him being Harold Hill. I can totally
Definitely.
see it. Love
Who's
it.
the actor that played it in the movie again? Robert somebody?
I gotta Google it. I know Hermione Gingold's in it. I love her.
Robert Preston.
Robert Preston, yeah. I love that show so much. I'm biased. I was Marion in my high school production. So.
We didn't have Music Man. In my senior year, I was in Les Mis, and I was a bar wench.
My daughter was she's like, Mom, I'm a whore.
Yeah. It was fun though. It was fun. I was also like that person that was always at rehearsals even when I didn't need to be because I didn't want to be home. And so I was involved in everything I could be. And so whenever someone didn't show up for rehearsal, I got to play their part.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I did all the music theater, show choir, band, marching band stuff.
Marching band. I had like horrible rhythm and the band director absolutely loved me and he wanted me to be the drum major. And I'm like, this is the worst idea you've ever had.
Hey Kate, I have to drop for a little bit.
Okay.
To go help my dad. But we'll see. I'll check to see if there's still room when I'm done.
Have a good dinner.
All right. Bye guys.
Sharon.
Well done for it.
I think we're gonna have Evie come join us.
Musical
If Evie's still there.
Is it out? Andrew here yet? No.
Right. Yeah, I was in everything I could be in high school. Every kind of musical. Even though I played the flute and I was horrible at it. Like I would just sit there. I knew I was bad at it, so I would sit there and I would like basically pretend like I was playing anytime I could.
What?
Yeah. I would just move my fingers.
No.
Instead of making everyone else hear my bad playing, I would just pretend.
That's fun.
I haven't played my flute in a really long time because when I was in college, I had braces for 5 years. And so I just stopped because you can't really play with braces. Hey, Evie. But
can you move your feet? Your feet are in the screen.
Hi, Aaron.
I did ask him if he wanted to be on camera, and he said no. So
one of these days we're gonna get him.
Wanting to be on camera. I can't remember what I was saying. I think it was something about I did flute choir in high school and I got to play the alto flute, which is like twice the size of a normal flute and like twice the barrel size, and it was so fun. My best friend played the tuba.
We had this thing every year in band at like towards the end of the year where you could go and like learn how to play a different instrument from one of the seniors that was graduating, and I was obsessed with this one guy. His name is Barry, and he played the baritone. And so I learned
very appropriate.
Yes. So I learned how to play the baritone, and it was fun because it was like the biggest crush I had then.
I'm Barry the baritone.
Yes.
So I will say, you guys were all talking about like, choir and theater and high school productions, and I'm like, either I wasn't aware of the stuff going on in my high school, or we were just really underfunded because we didn't have anything.
We
Oh,
did
like that.
Oh, that's so sad.
We had a band, and that was it.
Yeah, exactly. I played flute in high school, so
Yes, more
Join
flutes.
the team.
What is
Yeah.
happening? I wanted to play the saxophone, and I signed up for it on the thing, and I went home, and my daddy said, "No, I already have a trumpet from when I was in school, so you're going to play the trumpet." And I was like, "What?"
Oh.
So I played the trumpet.
I will say that I did want to play the trumpet, but I already had a flute, so I had to play the flute.
I played
tried
the
trumpet, and I was
Oh.
terrible at it, and so I switched.
I thought that the saxophone was the coolest looking one. That's what I wanted.
my bestie.
Toy. Oh, you play with that toy.
Max.
Max, you want to get your hippo? Get your hippo.
Yes,
He's
the
so
hippo.
smart. He's so smart.
He's looking for it.
I love him.
The weird
think it's
looking hippo.
Yeah, go get your hippo.
I sent Max this like toy, and we were trying to figure out what exactly it's supposed to be because it looks kind of like a cow or a hippo. There it is. Yes, he found it.
He's such a good boy.
Yeah.
Aww, he's so smart. He knows the names.
He knows all of his toys by name.
He's just the smartest doggy.
He's a good boy.
Birdie
And
knows
he's-
some of hers. Not all of them, but she knows some of them. I just got her a llama for her 13th birthday, and she loves her llama.
llamas.
It has a little blanket on its back, and it looks like it's about to like go up the mountains. And so she likes to she'll bring me something when I come home if she'll like make doggy noises. And then I'll let her outside, and a lot of the time she'll bring whatever she had in her mouth outside with her. And so when she tries to come back inside, I'm like, "Go get your llama, go get it." And then she'll run outside, get it, look at me, and I'm like, "Come on." And so she'll bring it back in from outside. It's really cute.
I love it.
They're just so smart.
You
I will
guys
say
make me
that-
want to get a pet.
Yeah, Max, in like his first year, he just destroyed everything. So I got him a lamb chop, destroyed it in like 5 minutes after I gave it to him. I was so disappointed. But now, like, he knows he has to be nice to all his toys
Uh,
to let them live.
I was when I was looking for his hippo, I was looking for toys for big dogs that were durable.
Yes. And thank God it is durable.
I feel really lucky because I don't have that problem with my girls. Like they've never destroyed their toys. They always treat them very nicely. I don't know. I won the jackpot. They don't chew anything. They don't chew cords. They don't chew shoes. Like they're so good
No.
and spoiled. What?
I mean, Max does get confused sometimes. Like, if we say, go get, like, your favorite toy or something, he thinks we're talking about his pool toy, because that's what we call pool toy. So,
All of them are ball.
He's
you're
like,
so
what are
cute.
you talking about? Every toy is my favorite toy.
right? Oh, hold on.
Huh?
He might go nuts.
Uh,
Maybe
no.
not. Just kidding. He was, like, doing the thing where, like, he'll take a toy and he'll just start, like, hopping with it. And, it's really funny.
Max is just the best.
He's
Your
a good
couch
boy.
looks so comfy, by the way.
It's very comfy. I might fall asleep while reading. We'll find out. I'm just kidding. I'm actually pretty wired. So
Did you snore? Ooh, I gotta go get that. I bought an energy drink so that I can stay up late tonight and finish one of my books. And I took a nap today. So
Wow.
I'm
I
ready.
took a nap also.
I'm gonna finish one of these. I don't know which one it's gonna be.
you still haven't finished the Hod King? What the hell?
No, I'm like on chapter 3 of part 2.
She got distracted with Friends with Benedict.
I got distracted by a lot of things, but what part am I at? Oh, we just heard the end of Senlin's message to and I was like, ooh, it was very scandalous. Our boy needs to get his stuff together because he's just a hot mess going on right now.
You know who needs to get their stuff together? You, Kate. You need to read the Hod King and finish it.
I know. I have you guys yelling at me about the Hod King and Alan yelling at me because I haven't finished Autumn War yet.
He will more people will be. Oh dear God! Now he's going nuts. More people will be happy with you if you finish the Hod King, and then you can do the Audible. Max, are you destroying your toy? Are you destroying your toy?
Kate, I read the Byron's the beginning of part 2 when he thinks he's bad, and I was like about to cry. I was like, please
I love him so much.
say that
I
you
love
think you're a
Byron.
mistake, because
He is my fave ever.
I know. I love him so much.
I got an almost kind of spoiler from Josiah Bancroft about book 4.
What?
No.
He responded to one of my tweets about, or I think it was my Arm of the Sphinx review about a certain character. He didn't like say anything specific, but he like mentioned a character in the 4th book.
So you know they're in the 4th book.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I like exciting.
Evie, I will message you. Kate, you haven't finished it yet, so I will not tell you.
Yeah, you can't tell me either. I haven't read any of them. So.
And it doesn't say like anything specific, but you'll just know that that character is in it.
I gotta finish.
Yes.
I gotta do it. I don't know if I can finish this today though. I have 400 pages to read. So.
The symbols.
must have
The symbols
good
are
rhythm.
good, Christy.
You
Symbols.
play symbols, right?
Everyone needs the symbols.
This is true. You cannot have a marching band without symbols.
It's true. Symbols are important.
Oh, I want to read so many books right now. I'm having a moment. I'm like, I feel like insane right now. I've picked up like 5 books, gotten like a quarter of the way into them, and just can't like
That's
pick
my
one.
life. That's how I've been during this readathon. I'm like, I just want to read everything at once. And
Now I have
Like-
4 days to finish all of it.
usually I will read more than one book at once, but as I'm reading the books, like one usually pulls ahead of the other. But there are so many that just like were neck and neck with each other, and like I wanted to read them all at the same time, and I'm like, how do I pick what to even start on today?
Evie, what are you reading?
So I was gonna say, so I'm reading The Broken Kingdoms, the second book in the Inheritance trilogy.
Ooh.
I'm so, oh God, I love N.K. Jemisin. But so I'm also supposed to start Fireborn, and Buddy reading it with Joanna, and I told her, because she messaged me, she's like, oh, have you started it yet, and would you want to read it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I was like, I'll probably not finish it like in time to count it for a prompt for the readathon. She's like, oh, we could probably do it like 110 pages. And I'm like, you don't understand. I read slow. So
That one's next on my
Fireborn
list.
reads fast though. I mean, it's YA, but it like straddles the line. I feel like the themes in it are a bit more elevated, and so it reads fast, but it feels like an older book. I don't know. I liked it.
That one's after Ariadne. Or however you guys say it.
Ariadne.
It just sounds weird to me because I have like less than 100 pages left in this book, and the entire time I've said it one way in my head, and to even try to say it a different way, it's impossible now.
Hey, it works. Hey, I'm trying to remember, what is that? There was like some person's name. I want to say, so from Persuasion, Kellinch Hall. I didn't know that's how you pronounced Kellinch, like that it was pronounced Kellinch. I thought it was Kelly-inch. So, because I'd only read it, I'd never like heard it pronounced before. I'm like, well, I feel like a dumbass.
Sharon liked Fireborn.
I love that so many kids could not pronounce Hermione that J.K. had to spell, like, put it in the 4th one, like, because she teaches Crumb how to say her name.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what it was. I didn't know how to say it correctly until I read Goblet Fire.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. If I didn't know how old you all were. I thought maybe you saw the movie before you.
Yeah,
read the book,
I was later. I came to Harry Potter when I was in college. So I was in like my 20s. because when they first were popular, all of the mean popular girls in school were reading it, and I didn't want to have anything to do with them. So I avoided anything to do with Harry Potter until I got into college, and I was more mature, and I can handle being part of that group again.
Yeah, they didn't come out until I was already an adult. But
yeah, so I had
my husband and I read them, and we had a discussion about how to say her name, and neither one of us knew how to say it. So
Yeah, I think my parents got me the first and second book in like 98 or 99. And I didn't read those. I don't remember reading them until middle school. And then I didn't read anything until I actually think I completely skipped the third and fourth book. And then I read the fifth book, sixth book, seventh book as they came out. And then I went back and I just read the rest of them. So
I read them when I was in third grade. Maybe, yeah, third grade. My mom got me the first 3 books, and I looked at them and I was like, this looks stupid. And I threw them in the back of my closet, which is hilarious because I'm like, I have 2 giant Harry Potter tattoos on my back. Like, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And so to think that I wasted 2 years of my life not like reading them or whatever, makes me sad. And then I read the third one first. And then I went back and read them in order. That's funny. Then I was hooked. And I think I read the first 3 like 5 times before the 4th book came out.
Wow.
yeah,
I have Dumbledore quotes all over my apartment.
Yeah, the first book came out in 1997.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sharon, you were probably married by then.
I was not quite married, but I was for sure out of high school. So
1997 is apparently the year that the Battle of Hogwarts took place.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out, I don't think I can show you guys my Harry Potter tattoo because I don't think you can see it completely, but it's
That's so pretty.
and then I have some really Hogwarts symbol beneath my neck, but
Yes, I had a problem with that name too.
Nineveh.
From
Nynaeve.
Yeah. I think I just skipped over that name every time I came to it when I was reading Eye of the World because I had no idea how to even guess at it.
what is that from?
Yeah, Wheel of Time.
Oh. There was the original James Patterson book, Along Came a Spider, whenever that came out years and years ago. I think I was in high school, and my cousin and I read it together, and the main bad guy, his last name is spelled like Soneji. So we both decided it was pronounced Soniji, so we called him that the whole time. And then like a movie came out and it's Sonye. I was like, absolutely not. That's not how you say that. Like,
Isn't like Morgan Freeman in that movie?
yeah, I think so.
I think he plays the detective. It's a good movie.
It was a really good book. It was my first like scary book as an adult, and I was like, I'm reading this scary book. I mean, I was not an adult. I was in high school, but I thought I was an adult.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
hey,
Hey, Allie.
Hello.
Welcome.
plot twist: Allie and I are on the same couch. I'm just kidding. We're not, obviously.
I was like, what? I got so excited. I was like, what do you mean, Evie? But we do have a very similar couch.
Here,
don't we?
here.
And we live
We're
like
in the same
5
state.
minutes away from each other. So
You could be on the same couch.
We would all be really jealous because you guys would be hanging out without us.
I don't know.
We should do a reading sprint and then Evie can come over and hang out here. Or vice versa. But I would love for you to come here.
that'd be great. I'm taking this as an open invitation and not just lip service. So I will show up at your house.
She will definitely be there.
It's not lip service. We just have to plan it so that I'm here when you show up. That's all I ask.
That's the
like,
important part.
I'll just like wait outside your apartment and be like, just wait till you walk in like a weirdo.
I'll be like, Evie, I'm like away in the south somewhere for like the week. I'll be like, it's fine. I'll just sit on the
I'll
porch.
just hang out here.
Just puts around.
Just hang out on the porch. It's fine. It's fine.
So what, are you
Gather
reading?
your
So what are you reading, Allie?
So I really do. I'm sorry that I didn't make it to your live show, Kate, Book Dr. Kate. I'm still reading this. I haven't gotten any further than I got that one night because I've been so.
Alan will be very excited. He's been
Yeah.
lurking.
It's very good. I'm excited for you to read it. I can't wait to hear what you think. We
Speaking of Alan.
Alan, how dare you?
Cadaver me.
You
Also,
said
you
that I'm
spelled
your
it wrong.
favorite person ever.
So why are we killing people, Alan? I don't
'Cause it's
understand.
Alan.
I'm just assuming.
Yes, Alan. Christy wanted us to challenge you, just to a random challenge.
Did I miss a challenge? Okay.
No,
Yes.
no.
Well, hopefully it doesn't get too lethal.
No.
I don't know why Alan's abracadabering everyone.
My kids abracadabra each other all the time.
You can't kill me until I finish this book. Because I gotta know what
Challenge
Balance Dice is
accepted.
gonna do.
Note to self. I will keep that in mind, Alan.
Right?
Ooh.
Now I'm gonna come up with different challenges just
we
to
have
challenge
scheme.
Alan.
Scheming.
Scheme.
If anyone's read Six of Crows, scheming face.
Is that what they do? I read it, but I don't remember that.
No, they always say that. Oh my god, why can't I remember his name? Now I feel terrible. The main guy, they call him. They say that he does scheming face.
He's gonna be so
Kaz.
excited.
Kaz Brecker.
Kaz Brecker, yes. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible. I love Kaz Brecker. My brain isn't working today.
I haven't
Speaking
read the
of
books, but I've
Crows,
seen a couple episodes of the show. And
I'm gonna also try to read this one too. Cricket Kingdom.
nice.
That's smart.
oh, nice.
Uh,
It was the other guy that was with Kaz.
Jasper.
Jasper?
Jasper, yeah, I'm Team Jasper.
And
Yeah.
then you'll meet Waylon, and Waylon is a cinnamon roll, and I can't wait for him to be in the show. Oh,
He's so cute. He's a little nervous Nancy.
he is, and I love him. We're double
Very
LPQing today. It's exciting. And when you finish Shadow and Summer, we may have talked for an hour and a half about that book. It was like the longest actual book live show I've done.
Wow.
Trash cricket. Well, I'm reading like Long Price first, and then I'm like, if I need a break, because Long Price it's quite dense. Like
I
just
was-
getting used to the language is dense. So I
I
figured
was
take
gonna
a break.
I was gonna say, Alan, you say that now, but you might regret that statement after you read Six of Crows. Just
I
saying.
I really think he's going to like it because there's stuff that happens at the end of Six of Crows that's like tropes that Alan really loves, and so I think that he will enjoy it. I can't say anything else because it'll ruin what happens.
Well, like Sharon said, leaning. He loves leaning. So
I was gonna say, does Alan read YA?
wait,
He read, yeah, he read Fireborn.
Fireborn.
He loved Fireborn.
Okay.
wait,
But not a lot of YA.
Have any
We
of you
free men.
hold on, there's an echo.
Oh no! Because of Sharon's comment, have any of you seen the movie While You Were Sleeping?
Yes.
So there's that
Great
whole
movie.
part where he's like, "Are you okay?" He looks like he's leaning, and that starts every single time. Alan reads good books. Fireborn is still a YA book. It has a classification. It
And
can
he
be
liked it. We have it on record.
Also, like YA is just a reading level. So are you trashing all young adults for their reading?
And also,
Are you-
Alan, what about the We Free Men? Terry Pratchett wrote YA.
You can't say Six of Crows is trash when you haven't read it yet, Alan.
I was gonna say, did he already read it?
No.
I feel like these comments are coming from like a weirdly passionate place that I don't understand, Alan.
He's
None of
hyped
us understand
from,
Alan, really.
like post Jeopardy. What's the word?
He's done too many live
Got it.
shows today. His brain can't function anymore.
A Tolian series.
What is that? The Tolian series.
Tell us more, Christy.
We must
Also, hi, Andrew.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for joining
Bird
us.
at the
Sorry, I'm
beach.
late, everyone. Hi.
What are you reading tonight, Andrew?
I'm gonna carry on with Mistborn.
Book one?
Like the first one?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I am making my way through.
Reread, right?
Oh, nice. Yeah, Mistborn's a reread, but it's the only one out of the trilogy I've read, so I'm excited for the future.
Okay, I have never been stabbed.
I don't get the reference. I'm so confused.
No, he
He
said
said he doesn't have to read a book to know that it's trash.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's a little extreme. Like I said, you're coming from a very passionate place. It's
Oh.
really not matching like reading a book versus like being physically harmed. Are very two
As-
different levels of
Yes.
hating something.
As
Diner
Alan
Scene.
Gift says, I do exaggerate a lot.
Okay.
I am extreme.
He is.
The caps really just sells the point.
Is that the one that starts with the thief?
I have that book.
Oh.
Oh,
Or Thief? I think so. Extreme and sweet. Poor Christina. She handles
I was gonna say, thank God for Christina because she balances you out. And
She does. She's so
Poor
chill.
Christina.
We all love her so much.
Yes. Real life
Is that why
Disney
the cat in the
princess.
thumbnail wants to get away from you? That poor cat is like, save me.
His
Ava.
eyes are so pretty, though. I've never seen your icon up close. Oh, good. I have that on my list. Of
Oh,
things.
that's Spurgis. He's great.
He's so intense.
I'm
No.
noisy.
You are noisy.
Mm.
Aw.
Christina is always correct. And once again, she's correct.
Mm-hmm. Like Ava. Ava's noisy.
She is.
Or, like,
Oh my gosh.
yelling,
She's
meow.
always.
so, Andrew, I already showed Max on screen. Are you gonna?
Oh, do you want to
Do we
see
have
Piper?
Piper?
Yes, everyone wants to see
Oh, Piper.
Baby babe.
Kate,
She's
do we
in
have
trouble
your baby?
because she got into the trash while I was gone. So
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
So she's pouting.
Poor baby.
yeah, she's pouting. Piper,
It's awful.
come here.
Hopefully, she didn't get into anything bad.
No, she just smelled the chicken from last. I had like the chicken wrapped up in the plastic. You know what I mean? Because I separate them, and then she got in for that.
Mm. Naughty puppy.
Come.
We will let him talk, Sharon. Don't worry.
How was the beach?
It was good. It was super good there.
Oh, Papa.
Piper!
Do you hear that?
Who's Eva?
Do you see how much they love you?
Ava
It's
is
the cat.
one of Ellen's cats.
Oh, is that the one that's trying to get away from you?
She's the white cat.
Yes,
she's
she's
the one.
very noisy when Ellen does his reading sprints for his Patreons.
Oh.
She's always there talking.
Oh.
Yes, Piper's in trouble. But we still love Piper.
She's out of trouble now.
Uh.
I mean, she was in trouble for like 15 minutes. She can't stay there forever.
Aw.
Otherwise, I get sad. Oh, babe, I know.
Spurge is not trying to escape you.
That's debatable.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We
say like,
hardly ever see him on camera.
his eyes
does
are
never
saying
hear
like,
you.
help me.
That's like baby Spurge, I think, too. Well, do we want to read more?
Yeah.
I mean, we can sit here and talk too. Kate had a wardrobe change.
I did. I was like moving around and realizing that if I move, you actually see them.
No
This
free
is a
shows here.
Play show, guys.
Andrew was already at the nude beach.
I was.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't stream. I saw Evie's thing that was like, just stream from the beach. I'm like, I don't think I
Wait,
can.
you really were at a nude beach?
Yeah.
Oh,
I posted
yeah.
a partial bum pic on my
What?
Instagram today. I feel so rebellious.
Scandalous.
I know.
I didn't even know those were legal in the Americas.
What?
Alan, you're extreme. You're an
No.
extreme human, and we love you
Yeah.
for it, and it's totally fine.
He
I'm
enjoys
very
using.
passionate men. I'm around a lot of Latin men, so it's okay.
No, I was just saying, Andrew, that I was like, I didn't realize that those were legal in the U.S.
Yeah. It's like, I think it's only one of like 2 or 3 but like it's totally legal.
What
Interesting.
is it like?
When you're in California, just about everything is legal.
Did you ask me what it's like?
Yeah, just like I'm not asking you like what are naked people like. I'm
No.
asking like what's the atmosphere like.
It was my second time today, but the first time is definitely very much like wow, but not everyone is naked. That's the thing. It's like not like it's just that it's an option. So there's just a lot.
It's not.
I'm sorry you disapprove, Alan. Don't come.
Why do you disapprove, Alan? Do you just not like naked bodies? Is this where it's like
No.
They're all consenting adults. There are not any minors anywhere around.
Yeah,
It's not
no,
like taking your
there's
baby to a bar. You
I
know.
don't go to the bushes either. That's where
Yes.
the bad
But
stuff
he was
is.
invited by the
Oh.
boys.
I was invited to the bushes, yes. I've been
Oh
I
my.
don't go to the bushes. That is scandalous to me.
So scandalous.
Planning myself.
Right, Allie?
Totally,
I'm
it got
telling
a
you, San
lot
Diego's a
warmer
wild
here.
place.
The bushes. I'm too chaste for this conversation.
All I can think of when you say the bushes is that, have anyone seen like the bad lip reading thing? It's like a
Yeah,
love in the bushes of love. That's what
yeah.
I will hand them. Do you just have like lots of pants in your car?
He's just gonna start handing out
What
pants.
what if
Driving around with
you have the top? When you give them pants, that's not going to help if they have pants on.
I think
don't think
Alan's
he's
assuming it's
worried.
just men on this beach. I don't know, but
Oh, is that what you're scared of? Like extra man parts?
Yes, I think so.
Oh,
Oh, well, stay where the women are then. I don't know.
Don't go in the bush.
He just carries around a bunch of
such an
pants
occasion. While he's teaching, he's just like, you never know who's not
in
going to
Florida.
In Florida. Florida's a wild place, though.
Alan would shame people into wearing
Alan's
clothes.
just going to go up to them
Honestly,
with a
though, there's
Don't
the
be big
biggest
fat.
hike to get down to that beach. I highly doubt Alan would make it down just to do that. He would look at he would look at that trail down that mountain and be like, yeah, no, I'll just shout at them while they're still up here before they even get down there because I'm not doing that shit.
I'll just yell at him from way up here.
I am an Iron Man. You know what Alan would do? They have like the people who are in those like hang gliding things and they just like sit on like over it. I feel like he would get one of those and like ride it down to the beach and swoop in like some dragon man, like put on the
I
clothes.
mean, that
Oh my
sounds like
God.
fun.
or
I would
fly
do
over and like drop pants down.
Yeah,
from
drop the
sky.
pants at the beach.
Throwing pants.
So
We need to
yeah,
get
Alan,
this
I'll
on
send
film
you the
now.
address. I'll see you next week.
Man was not meant to fly. Alan, you're in rare form tonight.
He is. It's the like live show high he's still on, I think.
Oh yeah, endorphins are a powerful thing.
No,
YouTube
they're
is not going to
Sharon.
kick us off because
If I
they have
streamed from the
naked
beach,
yoga.
they probably would have.
I don't know. They have naked yoga
They
now.
do.
So
We talked about this.
How is that fair when apparently, like, I was watching this one, like, lifestyle YouTuber and she can't show herself in a bikini because it's against rules, but they have naked yoga?
It's probably
it's
they
called
market
art.
for adult only, and you have to like verify your age
Their
or something
bums
like
are
that.
in
I
the
probably
thumbnails. I looked it up after Kate said this.
You did.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's not monetized. Like
Pants
they can't
can't.
monetize them.
Will the pants have 5-star strumpet written on them?
Yes, they have to.
The pants will say, "Stay out of the bushes." That's what that's.
It would definitely be a comic.
So
Would
funny.
everything be censored in the comic, though? Because I don't want to read it in that case.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Alan will also
With all
stop
of
all
Alan's
naked
pants.
yoga. Alan, why are you so against humans just being in their bodies?
Public nudity is a real problem for Alan, I think. Don't go to the beaches in Spain.
Alan, it occurs on
Yoga.
YouTube. You're going to strike YouTube now?
So funny.
All right, on that note, do you guys want to read?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long do y'all want to read for?
Do you want to go to 9:10 or 9:20?
Sure.
We're wearing clothes.
There's something fundamentally wrong with you.
So, 20?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good to
that
me.
works for me.
Cool.
Happy reading.
See you all
friends.
soon. Bye.
Okay, friends, how did we do this time? Andrew is quickly finishing up a page.
It's gonna be here.
Good. You guys want to see what happened?
Yes. Do we have a friend?
I have two friends. They're both. But they're both.
The babies.
They're babies. Yes. And they're very needy, and they're yelling at me when both and read. So
How convenient. They're using your leg as a pillow, too.
yes, Bertie does that. Yes, Noah. Yep. They're goobers.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
The other
Keep that
Andrew.
propaganda away from us.
No Zeus propaganda.
Nope. None. Oh, hello.
Well, I got through 2 more chapters, and this is just about 15 pages, so.
I got like 25 pages, which is a lot for me. Like, really a lot.
Great job.
What are you reading, Evie?
I'm reading The Broken Kingdoms, the second book in the Inheritance trilogy, so.
Okay.
Andrew is the best name.
It is the best name. It means brave and strong and courageous.
Actually?
Yeah.
Wow, I like that.
That's why whenever people tell me I'm brave, I'm like, it's literally,
I can't help it.
it's my name.
My name means pure.
Your name means what?
Pure.
Means pure.
Pure?
Yep.
Caitlin.
That's fitting. Unless we switch it to kate. And it's not pure anymore. It's
You
wild.
missed the conversation where she said she did karate when she was younger.
Oh, I did.
In 3rd grade.
I didn't know you could do. I didn't know that kate.
Yes.
You didn't tell me
I
about
spent
this.
most of my time blowing raspberries at the boys because I was the only girl in class.
Sounds like me.
I was like, hey, you can't touch me because I'm a girl.
Oh, hello.
I've only got 30 pages left.
That's how I felt in Bros K, Christy.
Yeah, I think that would count as 12 pages, but okay.
I only read 10, but they were distracting, and I had to feed them dinner, so.
Yeah, I think I read as much as the UK. I think I read like 10-ish, but I also reread a lot because like there's a lot of things that I'm just like, wait, what? In the first one. Hopefully it'll get easier as I get more immersed.
They like just drop you in, and there's a lot of like weird terminology and like bringing out the social structure. And yeah, the beginning of that one's a little rough, but
yeah.
Zeus is coming up with excuses.
Ooh.
I read 35 pages.
Excellent
Wow.
job, Andrew. The other Andrew, not so good.
Papa
Well, he's
Andrew,
right.
what are you reading? That's what I'm gonna call him when we have both Andrews.
Other Andrew. Zeus
Other-
Andrew, what are you reading? Tell
Andrew
us.
in the comments.
Papa Andrew.
Very nosy. Good job, Anita.
There are a lot of Andrews in the Discord
Uh-oh.
server, and everybody started changing their names for the readathon, and I was like, wait, I just learned names before the readathon started, and then I was so confused who everybody was.
People were changing their names and we were trying to assign them teams, and it
Yeah,
was so
That
complicated.
was a headache
so
for a
hard.
second. We had to be like, turn it back to who you were. Like the name that you signed up with, because we got to find you. That was wild putting this one together. There's big. I mean, we're all, obviously, we know that because we're all
Is that
on
a
Mount Olympus.
real book, Andrew?
You're crazy.
Yeah,
book.
it's a real book.
It's
It is?
nuts. It's a crazy book.
Apparently, it's hard to read.
What is
That's
that
why-
about? The
Uh,
cult of cactus boots?
I want to say it's sort of like it has the feel of like a House of Leaves type thing, only even weirder. Like apparently
Oh.
the world has like they've stopped making books and like knowledge is sort of illegal kind of, and the book is very meta, and it takes
Oh.
people are writing the first book that's been written in like 100 years. I'm probably explaining it in a terrible way, but I'm trying to save Andrew having to type a paragraph in the comments.
It sounds like Fahrenheit 451, but like on steroids.
Kind of. That's what it reminded me of.
Okay.
And getting through a mega prologue is definitely a success, Megan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of prologues or epilogues, as Andrew knows. We've had this discussion before.
I don't.
Especially when they're super long and they just.
Evie, are you trying to get Max?
I am. He's just staring at me like, nope. I don't want
You
anything
missed
to
the
do with
Max
you right now.
cameo earlier.
Oh, wait.
I had him a lot when Evie and I did our one-on-one sprint. He was sitting in the back. He's so cute.
Oh.
Seriously, so I asked him, I was like, get your Moscato. And he just stared at me like I'm an idiot. And now he's got his Moscato.
Oh, he's so
No,
cute.
pink wine is the best.
That's cute.
Wait,
Piper doesn't
Vargas-
like female dogs, so she would get along with Max. Fish!
Fish! Good morning, Fish.
I will miss you, Christy, by the way, since she's leaving.
Yes.
I don't know what that word is. Maximalist.
Maximalist?
Yeah.
Oh, like a
Maximalist experimental work.
It's a lot of big words.
Steroids.
A lot of big words.
I might enjoy that. I'm gonna like look it up later.
It's really weird. You have to like purchase it through the author, and it's like sent from Romania. Like the way you buy it, like email someone is very weird.
Oh, is it like black market for books? I feel so like in the know.
I don't know. The last reading sprint that I did with Andrew, the author was like in the comment section talking to us about it. So
That's right.
Is that how you found the book? Is that how you found the
Oh,
book?
Slovenia.
through
Noah.
everyone who reads must converse. Noah, he found it, and
Oh,
then spreading the good word.
Oh, okay. I'm interested. A little bewildered, but interested.
Fish, what are you reading tonight? If you're still there. Or today, I guess, in your
Morning,
time.
yeah.
Future time. Fish from the future.
Are you reading Empire of Goldfish now that the live show's finally done?
Wait, is that the second or third book?
That's the third one.
Oh, okay.
We just did the live show for the second one. I think she was holding off until the live show.
Probably
She was
smart.
reading it last time I saw her in a live stream, though. I don't know.
Empire of Gold? Are you sure she wasn't reading Kingdom of Copper?
I thought it was Empire of Gold.
Oh, well, maybe she lied to me.
Alan, what are you reading too? You never told us what you were reading. Now that Dark Matter's over.
I have so many live streams to catch up with. I have to watch the Dark Matter one and the Kingdom of Copper one.
I have to read Dark Matter and then watch the live show.
It was pretty good. It was really fast. It was a fast read.
Yeah, it's a
I
fast
heard
read.
that. Yeah.
Oh, Tigana. Yeah.
Mhm.
Is it really? You're saying it's really slow, isn't it, Alan? Like it's just taking a while, but it's beautiful.
I bet you Vish woke up like this. I bet she just woke up all flawless,
Just always like, yes.
sounding like Vish.
She has a great voice.
She does. We all say
I
it.
keep telling her she needs to do audiobooks.
I do too. She doesn't
Mhm.
listen to me. I'm like, listen, you need to, it has to happen. You can make so much money.
Oh, okay. So Vish wasn't lying to us
I
then.
was reading Empire of Gold on a live.
I think.
I'm sorry,
Abby-
I slandered.
Oh, I was reading Empire of Gold on a live show, but I also think, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Vish.
Alan, that's just excuses for Team Zeus.
Mhm. It's perfectly fine if he doesn't finish it.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep doing all your busy stuff and not get reading done.
And you gotta go. You gotta go pants shopping. So do that.
For the pants
for the
cannon.
pants cannon.
Yes, you've got thousands of pairs to buy for men and women of all
We
different
need to
sizes.
get these on Sam's merch list.
Sweatpants that say 5-star strumpet with like a little like a beach umbrella on it now.
That's crazy. It's very appreciative, but it's crazy. 10
How many
hours?
questions?
So good.
They're all hammer pants, so he doesn't have to worry about sizes.
MC Hammer.
Hammer pants. Are you gonna do the dance when you throw them? Because
It has to.
Like an
Not
area.
flying through the air.
I will say that I keep offering Alan to help. Like, now that I have no skin in the game, I keep telling him, I'm like, I can help you write questions. I can do it.
they're all gonna be like Frankenstein themed. A whole Mary Shelley category.
Jane Austen, John Keats, you know.
Oh my god, that'd be so hard.
Too legit.
How many questions are in one Jeopardy game that it took 10 hours?
There's like 6 categories, and there's 6 questions in each.
5 questions in each category.
So 30?
So 30 in each
60,
round,
rounds.
60, and then you have the final Jeopardy question.
So 60 plus. Okay, that's a lot
Or
of questions.
61. Yeah.
61.
And they have to be like intelligent, I assume, yes.
They
Or
were
just really, really niche to Alan's tastes. Which we love, by the way.
So it's also like not just a Jeopardy game, but it's like how well do you know Alan game?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
basically.
The political intrigue involved.
all in Latin. Oh man.
That would be crazy.
That would be fun though if you did like a category that was Latin phrases, but they were all things that people use in everyday life that we should know because you know there's just some things that are common knowledge.
Ooh, or a category of like Latin, like titles in Latin. So like Alan reads off the title in Latin, and then you have to say what the title is or whatever. Ooh. Alan, idea.
Yeah.
There you go.
By the way, Vish.
Dragon
I was gonna
Wars,
say,
Andrew.
Vish, you should
Dragon Wars.
audiobook, narrate Andrew's book.
Yeah, especially the one where I have a female main character.
Yes.
It's all you. So I'm
We
coming
see
at
you,
you in Australia with that accent. I don't care.
Too many other words come from Latin.
What if you did like a Latin category, but like you had to guess whether it is an actual Latin word or a made-up word that sounds Latin?
Like a fantasy word, yeah.
You could just take any word and put us on the end of it, and then it sounds Latin.
That's true.
Should do that when I get to be on it because I have all like the medical jargon. Now I'm pretty good with Latin.
He's got his
He's having
hippo.
so much fun. He loves that down hippo.
Wait, is it because you know you're on TV?
Latin. You just put US on the S. On
No,
the, whatever you say.
Yeah, but that would
Apparently
fool a lot of people that never did Latin. Like I did 2 years of Latin, so I understand what the U.S. is for.
Mhm.
But people that never took Latin would be like very confused.
I would be confused. When we moved to Spain, my child decided that if you just put O on the end of every word, it would make it Spanish. I was like, that's not how that works.
Remus Lupin. Wonder what that could be. Indeed.
I bet you someone would get confused.
Mm-hmm. My dogs are so needy. She needs attention all the time.
But she's so cute.
Not Piper. I wish she was more needy.
She's like-
She
Yeah.
I call her the stingray because, like, you know how, like, if you go to like pet a stingray and they just like glide
come
right
up
by and you might get like a little like that's what I call her.
She's
Yeah,
like,
Max is the same
No.
way. He's
Yeah.
just like, if I even like start to put my arm on him, he's just like, nope, I'm gonna walk away.
Oh my gosh.
"Go
This
ahead,
one
baby."
wants to be touching someone at all times. Like she sits on my feet when I'm sitting at the kitchen table. And then this one will yell at me if I'm not petting her and she's near me, which is why I keep petting her ears so she doesn't interrupt us.
It's because
So-
of Pig Latin,
It's
Alan.
also
even-
the whole Marcus, Aurelius, Julius, like all
I
the
honestly-
names.
Caesarus. I'm just kidding.
I think it's like science, honestly, because whenever we have like any type of like nomenclature for any animal or any kind of like genus, it's US or AE, which is just like the other, like the plural, etc. But at the same time, if you're not in science, you don't see the US a lot. I saw the US all the time when I was studying.
Yeah, I don't know. I took Spanish. I don't know anything about Latin. So.
It's derived from Latin. Most languages are.
Right.
Romance languages are derived from Latin.
I'm gonna do that now.
You should totally do
Look.
that.
This is Evie.
This is an Evie.
This is an Evie.
Hey, I considered calling my channel Say La Evie. So, on a totally tangentially related note,
That's-
That's
I
good,
support that.
actually.
I support that name.
Say La
So if there's ever a day where you're debating on changing it, I support.
well,
Yeah, me too.
so the only reason I didn't go with it is because apparently it was already took on like the other social media platforms, the name, and I was like, well, I'm too lazy to try and
Fair enough.
yeah.
Andronicus is really cool. Sounds cooler than Andrew.
I
Where's that
mean,
from?
Can
I
we get
can
a
be
name change,
Andronicus.
Andrew?
He's
So
brave.
many taxonomic names are Greek.
I
Yep.
just Andronicus though, and that play does not end up well.
No.
They're actually ancient Greek. They're not particularly modern Greek because I speak modern Greek and that's not how we speak. But ancient Greek, yes. Medical and scientific names are a
So-
mix of like ancient and Greek and Latin, which, yeah.
So is there a major difference between like ancient Hebrew and modern Hebrew? Like, is it similar to how the differences are? Or
So I don't know Hebrew. I wouldn't be able to answer in
I
comparison.
don't know either, but I just know that
Okay.
apparently there's ancient Hebrew and modern Hebrew. So I don't know.
Yeah, there is a difference. Like it is another language, and there are similarities in words. I'm not sure if syntax is the same because obviously Latin syntax is very different than modern syntax. I don't know if ancient Greek syntax is the same as in modern Greek, but I do know that Greek is way harder than Latin because it's a different alphabet, I think, mostly. And there are different letters that you combine to make the sounds that the Latin alphabet only has one letter for.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant like modern Greek versus ancient Greek. Like
Yeah.
language.
I do know that there are some words that are different in modern Greek, but they're borrowed from like other languages. So like there is a lot of transfer of words between Italian and Greek language. Like we have very similar words for a lot of things like door and I think like soup or something are very similar between the two languages. So like there was a lot of, I mean, obviously because of like all of the, I don't know, different empires and conquerings between the two cultures, there's been a lot of, I don't know what you call it, like transfer. The aorist shudder.
What's aorist?
I don't know what that word is in Greek, so I can't answer that question.
I didn't know that Vish's name was Vishva. Vishva. Just like I just learned that your name is Alkisti.
Yes, my name is Alkisti. But people that only speak English have a hard time pronouncing it, especially in this country.
That doesn't seem hard to pronounce. Alkisti.
No, it doesn't.
No, but like literally at work, I've had someone call me Al Christy for the last like 2 years, and I've had to just be like, just call me Allie because my name is not Christy or Alkista or Christine. Like
to give them benefit of doubt and play devil's advocate, Kate's calling Ariadne what are you calling it? Ariadne is
Ariadne.
Ariadne. There you go. Like words are like I get letters mixed up in my head. So to give them benefit of the doubt.
Look at it.
Yeah. See, for me though, like that's a name that I heard a lot in Greek. So
Right, because it's a Greek.
But
yeah. But I didn't, because I didn't grow
Yeah.
up with those. So
Alkisti is a very pretty name. I like it.
Thank you. But
Her
Allie
name
is
is longer than that?
It is spelled Alkisti, and it's from mythology. So if you're familiar with that, Alan, you probably can guess where my parents got it from. My sister, on the other hand, her name is Electra, which is also an ancient Greek name, but it's also comic hero, so everyone here can pronounce it.
Electra, that's an awesome name, and the myth is way better than the comic book character.
How could someone not pronounce that? I don't know, Alan. I don't understand the mysteries of America, but it's
America.
one of the only countries where I get that.
I just missed the up your rainbow Alan comment. Okay, what's the context for that?
That is from Mad Libs on Chrissy's channel.
Oh, okay.
Ellen gets it. Ellen's the only one here that will get it because Chrissy's not here anymore.
Good night, Megan.
Bye, Megan.
Night.
What time is it? Should we read again for like 20 more minutes before it hits 10?
Sure. Or do you want to go longer?
I don't care. I don't know how everybody else is feeling. I'm up for longer, but
I just got here.
I'm up for whatever. I've got 30 pages left in this book, so I would like to finish this.
Yeah, I'll probably drop at 10, and so obviously, if anybody else wants to join, like Sharon, if you want to join back again, we can swap out again.
We'll go to 10, top of the hour, and then we'll see how people are feeling.
Shush. You hear this? Now you're quiet. So stop grumbling. She grumbles at me.
I heard.
Okay, we'll
All right.
see you in a
Happy
bit.
readings.
Okay, bye.
All right, friends, how did we do this time?
You scared me.
I tried to come in gently.
I was into the thing. So, okay, can I say something? Because
Absolutely.
these reading sprints have been crazy for me. Because y'all know me pretty well, and y'all know that my life has been crazy. And I've been applying left, right, up, down, front, center for all these jobs. First reading sprint, someone emails me talking about, like, we've reviewed your application. We want to invite you forward. Second reading sprint, someone just messages me on LinkedIn talking about, like, oh, I saw your profile pop up. I'm part of this PR firm. I have a story that I'm wondering if you're interested in. And I'm like, what? So, Kate, let's have some more reading sprints on your channel because apparently it gets me good luck and work. I just wanted to say that because I was excited. Sorry, carry on.
That's exciting.
That's awesome. I have 4 pages left.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So close to the end.
It's getting really good. Like, I'm for sure going to add more. This is Stephen Graham Jones. So.
But is that the only good Indians?
No. I asked everybody else because I've never read any. So I just said, tell me something short of his that I can like try out. Because I didn't want to read like a full-length book. And anyway, so it's called Mapping the Interior, and it's about a 12-year-old boy exploring his house.
Wow.
Basically. But it is.
Sure, it's crazy.
I have 4 pages left. It's really good.
I still can't believe you read 30 books a month.
Yeah.
Well, usually. And not always. I mean, I haven't always done that. I never even read books until I was like an adult and married because I just didn't have time. But now my kids are all like older and I have lots of free time. I get to set my own work hours and I work right here at this desk. So it's just easy.
Works out. And you write too, don't you?
I do. I mostly write short stories though. I did write a novel and I sent it out to beta readers. And then I was like, yeah, I'm kind of over that. Like, I don't want to go back and edit it. Like, so I was like, no, I'm done. And it kind of ended on a cliffhanger. And so a couple of people who read it were like, what are you doing? You cannot stop. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I can tell you my idea, but I'm not writing it down. I'm done.
That's awesome. I love that.
I only read 2 pages because I showered during that.
Wow, that's fast.
The beach sand was like real. It's real going on over here. I couldn't sit in it any longer.
Isn't that crazy? Weird book?
I got another chapter in, but these are like shorter chapters now.
Did you go back to Hero of Ages?
Not yet.
Is it good?
It is. I like it better than Well of Ascension.
I read Hero of Ages this month for the readathon.
I've started the Well of Ascension, but it was when I was traveling and it was a library book and I only had like the 2 weeks and then I was gone. So
I have to read Well of Ascension next.
Mm-hmm.
When are you reading it?
Whenever you are.
We got a buddy read because I screwed up Leghorn.
You didn't screw up anything.
I did. No, I did. And then I have to buddy read American Psycho with you, Evie, which can also be done in July if you both want. I don't know.
I have a shit ton of stuff I still need to read, so it'll probably be like bottom of the priority list.
That's fine.
Unfortunately, so.
I mean, for the book to movie comparison, I'll probably be reading it twice, so I might just read it the first time without you, and then the second time with you when I go back for my notes.
I will say that this readathon has made me keep up with a set TBR. So normally I like set a TBR and I get like maybe half of them done. But now that I've actually like concentrated on reading, I'm like, oh, I might actually get all of my TBR done. Like literally I have one, this is my last book that I plan to read. So
how many did you plan? Is it all 16?
Oh dear God, no.
Oh,
No, there was basically options, but I was hoping and planning to read 8 books. So
Wow.
That's so good. That's
Yeah.
really good. Because I have fully embraced audiobooks and immersion reading, I've been able to get through most of the prompts. I have 4 prompts left that I'm still hoping to sneak in this week. But because my TBRs are always way, way, way too big, it still leaves a couple books that are on my TBR that I haven't read yet.
Yeah. Immersion reading is the best thing, though.
Seriously.
It is my favorite method of reading.
That's what
whenever-
I'm using for Hero of Ages.
Are you?
Yeah, except for I've like been listening mostly just to the audiobook when I'm like at the gym and driving around on errands and stuff. And
Did
it's
you
been,
buy it? Did you use Audible or are you on Libby?
I used it on Audible.
Audible? Yeah, I was thinking
I
about
got
it.
mine on Libby. I listened to it too. And I think, when you're finished reading it, I would like to talk about the audio of Hero of Ages specifically. It's a gigantic spoiler, but I just feel like something with the audio version specifically. So if anybody has read the Hero of Ages on audio, we can chat about it on the Discord server because I have a issue.
I'm offended by that, Fish, by the way. I just want you to know.
See, everyone likes
really.
the Aphrodite prompt because
Well,
it's
yours
the
is
easiest.
easy.
I know.
I
But I
forget
told my
This
team,
Aphrodite prompt today.
who's
Amanda
Fish?
and I told our team that is both the hardest and the easiest because anything can fit. So, like, if you have a hard time choosing, then it's really hard. But if you just choose one and don't change it, then it's easy.
Yeah. What captain is Fish?
Artemis.
Okay, well, I'm not doing her prompt either.
Andrew.
This is my Aries prompt, Andrew. So
Thank you.
What did I read for Aries? Oh, I read Starship Troopers for Aries.
Nice.
I
I don't
read,
actually care if people don't
It was
read the
horrible.
Aries prompt, by the
Yes,
way.
you do.
Hey,
I was just-
Andrew, there's
I
another
wouldn't care for Vish.
there's another option for book to movie adaptation comparison, Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We have a
no,
lot.
I
I have so many options. I just actually have to read the books.
didn't like the book. I read House of Earth and Blood for Artemis.
Oh yeah, that has a moon on it.
wait, is that Crescent City?
It was the
Yeah.
first, Crescent City. It's the first book of hers that I've ever read.
Trader's Blade is a short book, Fish. That's what I
Kate,
read
how are
for
you
Aries.
finding Ariadne? I want to read that. I want to know how you like it.
It's slow prose. It's a slow read,
Yeah.
but it's interesting at the same time. So it's kind of like middle of the road for me. I've got like 50 pages left. And this is my first like dip into Greek mythology retelling, really. So I don't know how like the other books do it, but there's a lot more in it than what I expected from just the description of it. So
I
that's
think-
a little distracting, but it's also like those bits are some of the more interesting bits in the book. So I don't mind it, but it distracts me because it's distracting from like what like the main story they said was.
Yeah, I think it's more like traditionally written then, kind of like some Greek stories are written kind of like the Odyssey and the Iliad, where it's like very dense and very long. And it sounds like Ariadne is like a modern version of that almost.
Yeah, I mean it was a slow start.
Yeah.
And then like what's in like the description of the book, like the summary is basically like the first third of the book. And then we get like what happens after that basically for the rest of the book.
That is slow. That's a lot
Yeah.
to come in the synopsis and
Yeah.
not,
But it's all interesting. So it's like it's really slow and it's distracting at times, but it's interesting. So I think it's about right now it's at like a 3-star for me, which is a solid read.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Guys, look. She's sleeping on my pillow. She's snoring.
My heart.
She's so sleepy.
She's 13. She's allowed to be sleepy, but she just every time she's up here, she goes over to my pillows and curls up in a ball and lays on them like a person.
Per Melon's comment, I have The Grace of Kings, and I've been meaning to read it for the longest time. But I will say that I think I'm going to start with Ken Liu's short stories, the Paper Menagerie specifically, and then kind of do The Grace of Kings and then move back to...
When are you going to be reading that?
The short stories or Grace of Kings?
The short stories.
Whenever I have time.
Add me in.
Okay. So 2053.
Perfect.
That's about when I'm going to be getting into everything too.
I've heard Ken Liu's writing is really good though, so that's definitely one that's on my list too. So it should be really good when you get to it, Evie.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that for specifically short stories, I try to have so the short story collection that I have going on right now is rereading Exhalation by Ted Chiang. And what I try to do is I have a short story collection on hand, and I'll basically read a story between each book that I read so that I space them out and I can kind of, yeah.
That's smart, yeah.
Apparently it's super.
That's good.
I think I heard one of his stories. Before the readathon started, I used to listen to LeVar Burton's podcast all the time where he reads short stories.
I love him.
Me too. He's my favorite person ever. But now he's basically taken Reading Rainbow and he does a podcast now kind of for adults, and he reads short stories, mostly sci-fi, modern short stories. And I think he's done Ken Liu. I think I heard him do a Ken Liu story before, and I was like, oh, I want to read more of that.
There's some reading bookish app that LeVar Burton is associated with.
Really?
I want to say it's Readerly, maybe? I don't know.
Also my hero.
Basically you can pay to be a part associated with book clubs or whatever, but basically it's a thing that you can do book clubs for.
I love LeVar. On his podcast, before he reads the story, he does this okay, now take a deep breath, and he you can hear him audibly take a deep breath and let it out, and it's just so relaxing. His voice just puts me at ease.
It's Jordy. How do you not love him? He should read Star Trek fan fiction.
It's Jordy?
Yes,
yeah. From that didn't connect those
generation. Yeah.
My dad watched so much Star Trek that I know everything now.
He also directed
really good
Smart House. Have you guys ever seen Smart House?
Wait, the movie?
Yeah.
No,
he's in that?
He directed it.
Really?
I love that movie. I still love that movie. Why am I saying love?
He was the director.
I always wanted my wall to play music videos when I woke up in the morning.
Obviously.
Classic. MTV.
And have the floor eat all of your garbage. It was great.
It's gonna bother me so bad that I can't find this app that I was just talking about. All right, never mind. Carry on.
You'll find it. I'm
gonna be up all night, just worried about it.
You're gonna get a message at 4 a.m. being guys, I found it.
Found it.
That's how the brain works. You're just sit up and you're oh, that thing.
It's called Skybrary.
Was that it?
Skybrary?
Well,
that doesn't sound like it's it, but
okay. I just typed in LeVar Burton reading app and it pulled up Skybrary.
That's what I did too, and I'm it's not a children's thing, so.
Oh, well, apparently he does a lot of stuff. He's on the Calm app, and
I mean, it makes sense. He's got a very calming voice.
Yes.
So.
Right.
Parents need to know that LeVar Burton Kids Skybrary is an app that offers a library of books to users. It's true.
Yeah, so I guess
It's the
that's
truth.
for kids.
I just love his voice. I'll listen to him talk about anything.
his guest hosting stint has not started on Jeopardy yet, right?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
No, not
Okay,
yet.
thank God. All right.
I've created several petitions for him to be the new
Real
host.
Jeopardy.
Oh no, he's starting the guest host at
No,
some
I know,
point,
but like
yeah.
before they started all of that, like
Mhm.
before Alex Trebek left,
He
I-
didn't,
I-
unfortunately,
I
he
did-
didn't leave.
He
Well,
Unfortunately,
you know
he
what I
didn't
mean.
leave.
shuffled off this mortal coil, unfortunately.
You know what I mean.
That was so poetic, Kate.
I mean, technically, he did leave in a sense.
He left this plane of existence.
Yeah.
I mean,
was
it
gonna say
all
he
depends
left
on how you look at it.
It's true.
Oh, Ron's got the inside knowledge. He's
LeVar
filming
Burton
it now.
has a book club on Fable.
That's it. That's it.
Fable.
You
Fable.
have to have a premium book club. It is $70 a year or $10 a month.
Okay.
It's Fable. Yep, that's.
Wow.
Now that you say it, I'm like, that's totally it. Why didn't I think of that?
That's how it works.
That's a good name too for a book club, Fable.
Well, it's not just LeVar Burton's book club. Like, there are a ton of different like book clubs or whatever. It's just the premium book clubs that you have to pay to get access to. Max,
I just follow him on Twitter.
Sorry.
What is Max doing?
He just chased George upstairs like an a-hole, which I don't know why she went upstairs. I'm right here.
Max. Poor George.
Bad boy, Max.
Oh,
I know. I'm
look at
talking
it.
to you, buddy.
He looks so sad.
Yeah, he's like, why won't you play with me?
Birdie is now scared because they're lighting fireworks off in my neighborhood.
Oh.
Why is there fireworks?
Because the 4th of July is like next week.
But it's not even until next Sunday. It's a week away.
Oh, they start early and they'll
know.
keep going until like a week
And it
or
drives
two
me
after.
crazy.
So
But
Dude,
it's like,
Southern
I like
Michigan is
fireworks out my
redneck
window every
country.
night.
yes.
Redneck country.
Yes.
There is lots of fireworks. It's ridiculous.
all right. I'm not sure if you guys are gonna read again, but I have to work in the morning, unfortunately. So
Me
Me
too.
too. Adulting sucks.
yeah.
This is my face for work.
I'm living that West Coast life right now. It's 7 p.m. The sun's still up.
Well, thank you. You know,
I
I'll
just
go back to that beach.
No, not now. No, it'll be too late. I'm not going back down or up that hill today. I did it the once. That's enough.
That's enough. Well, friends, this has been super fun.
It has
Thank
been.
you all
Thank
for
you.
joining.
Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey
Yes.
as a literary apothecary
Of course.
and for creating memories with all of us.
That's
And
what I'm here
creating new job opportunities for Andrew. So,
Yes.
for.
Yes.
See, you know,
Yes.
like anytime you
Lay
need
down
anytime you
upon
need
me.
that luck, Andrew, just
Sometimes
let me know.
Sometimes I do, I guess. But
Vish, you have an excellent day.
yeah, Vish, go
Yeah,
enjoy
Vish.
not reading your Aries prompt.
Vish,
Okay.
Happy Monday, Vish.
Forget. Oh yeah, they're a day ahead. Happy Monday, best day of the week. Everybody's favorite.
okay.
All right, bye
have a
guys.
good night,
guys.
everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.